Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of S-Dogs MMA Talk, and I am here with an absolute banger guest today, folks. I've been wondering why I haven't seen this man in the UFC in a minute, and I cannot wait to find out today, and I cannot wait to see this man debut in his new promotion of BKFC. Super pumped to find out more about that, bro, and how you got started into that. But today, I'm here to find out more about your beginnings and just your journey, Brax. Thank you so much for coming on, and let me give y'all the introduction to my man, Braxton, the beautiful monster Smith. How are we doing, bro? And happy late Halloween.
Happy Halloween, bro. I appreciate you guys having me on. Appreciate you reaching out, man. I'm doing well, man. Trick or treat was last night, so took my daughter. We did that thing. So watched some horror movies, man. That's big. If people know me, I'm a big horror fan, big Halloween fan. So that's kind of like my Christmas. That's my December. So that's how we rolling. So, but everything's good, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great, bro. I got a couple questions I asked you too about them horror movies, by the way. I have heard you are a huge horror fan, which makes
Let's get
sense,
it.
hence the nickname Beautiful Monster, brother. Uh
Let's get it.
bro, before we get into this and before we get into your journey, the most important question I can ask you right now is what were you for Halloween yesterday?
Oh man, so I was kind of like I was Ghostface. I was Ghostface, man. But I'm trying to. We were Ghostface as a family, but I'm trying to kind of see who
Yeah.
I was. I was kind of like I don't want to say urban. I would say more of a cultural Ghostface. You know what I mean? So we have to go back and
Yeah, yeah.
check out the pics, man. But I was still slashing and dashing my last night. So, but I was Ghostface though.
Yeah, bro. I saw the whole family set up and everyone was rocking the same vibes. I love that, bro. I
Appreciate
hope
it,
y'all had a
man.
great Halloween. I hope you got all the candy you can hold. But today, brother, we're here to know about your MMA journey and just how you got started, bro. So my first question for you, Brax, how did you get started into MMA, bro?
Man, so I got started in MMA, bro. I was doing the football thing, the college route and all that stuff. I didn't want to do it no more. I didn't like it. So I told my mom about it. My mom actually got me into MMA. When I used to come home from just being out with friends, not school, but being out in the street with friends. My mom was always watching. Before she got over to the UFC, was the WEC with Uriah Faber, Carlos Condon, and all those boys, Jose Aldo. So she would watch that all the time, and I would come home and my mom would be like, "Man, you gonna do that? If you don't want to play football no more, then this is what you're gonna start doing." So,
Oh,
but I'm
damn.
from where I'm from in Bama, bro. Like we didn't have no traditional gyms. We small town, violent town. So we didn't have any boxing or MMA gyms like everybody else. So my mom was like, "You're gonna do it, but we'll find the best route we can to get you to do it." So I was kind of training wherever I could in garages and stuff like that, man. So that's my mom got me started.
What part of Bama are you from?
I'm originally from Dothan, Alabama. It's like 90 miles outside of Panama City,
Oh,
Florida. So South
yeah.
Alabama, man. But I grew up there, and I also grew up in Jasper, outside of it's a suburb town county outside of Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, bro. So what's it? Because I got family in Tallahassee, but it's a lot different than where you were at over there, bro. I totally
Tallahassee
get
close.
now
My
what you were
grandma used to
saying.
live in Tallahassee. Yeah, my
Oh,
grandma
no
used to. I
word.
used to be in Tallahassee all the time. Yeah,
Oh, damn.
my granny used to live in Tallahassee. It's right up the road from Tallahassee, bro. It's like what 90 miles from Tallahassee.
Yeah,
Dothan is,
yeah.
yeah, it's nowhere, bro. Yeah,
Oh, bro, bro. So that's so crazy, man. Because usually it's the complete opposite. Everybody I've talked to, even my own experience, when their parents find out they're doing MMA, they're not really the happiest about it.
right,
Not to say that they're upset with the decision, but they just don't want to see their kid get punched in the face, as every reasonable parent
exactly,
wouldn't. So that's crazy. The
exactly.
fact that she said if this football thing doesn't work out, that's what you're gonna do. And being from Bama, bro, huge football. That's just like
Right,
Texas,
for sure.
Florida. So in your head, you're probably thinking, yeah, maybe down the road I'm gonna do that. Because by the way, I looked up your offensive tapes back in high school and college. Bro,
Yeah,
I thought you'd be a linebacker or a DN. I didn't know you was toting
yeah,
the rock like Nick Chubb out there, brother. I didn't know you was a dog like that, bruh. So
yeah.
in your
That's
head
she told
too,
it, man.
yeah, bro, you was toting that thing. So in your head too, you're probably thinking like, yeah, we'll see that down the road. So what age were you, bro, when you first started training for MMA?
Man, when I first started training for MMA, I was like, 1920.
Oh
It was like,
damn.
man,
Okay.
it wasn't, yeah, it wasn't long at all after after school, man. So I just was um I was playing I was at a gas station actually with my mom, bro, and I ran into a friend I had in high school who was a few years older than me. His name was Kyle York. Haven't seen him in years, man, but he had an MMA fight in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, at a Hooters it was a Hooters car show. It was in a parking lot. They had this small cage in the parking lot of Hooters, and it was small. He asked me did I want to go, and I was like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go. My mom was like, yeah, he's finna get into it, so yeah, he'll go check it out. So I went up there and watched it, man, and Cal got beat. But man, they had a big guy out there, bro. Like he was probably like 6'6", probably like around 248, 258. And his opponent, and this was like low level MMA, bro, like no commission, nothing. So you didn't have tape or anything. So, this guy pulls up, he's the biggest guy out there by far. And his opponent gets to the venue, and he's like, bro, I'm not fighting this dude. You know what I mean? So you got this big guy, man, walking around like, with no fight. And so it was Southern Fighting Allowance, and Tom Stedman was the owner. I was just a kid, but I was probably like, 220 pounds. I wasn't even in my grown man body yet. And he was like, hey, like, would you like you're kind of big guy, man. Would you want to fight, bro? I was like, I ain't never fought before. Like, what you talking? He's like, I give you $400. I was like, shit, man, I'll do it. I said, yeah, I had on some tap out shorts already, so I just took my shirt off. I asked my homeboy Kyle, could I borrow his gloves? He said, yeah. I went in there, bro. I didn't know anything from anything, but I did know how to squabble because I was always street fighting,
Yeah.
So what I just let dude rush at me, man, and I just went up under him, bro, took him down and slammed him over my shoulder, using that explosiveness from football, man. And I just got on top of him. I just started hitting him until they pulled me off. I had knocked him out like TKO, and that's how I got into it. That was my first ever amateur fight, bro. I remember the guy.
Bro.
They called him the Giant out of Winfield or something. He was from Winfield, Alabama, like the Giant out of Winfield. I can't remember his name, but that was my very first MMA fight, bro. Just like that, pulled out of the
Bro.
stands.
And what year is this? Like early 2010?
Yep, like 2010, bro.
Bro,
No, it
so
was a little bit before 2010. It was probably like 2009. 2009.
so it's not even UFC is not even that big of a thing back then, bro. It's
Nah,
not like
it
how it
wasn't even
is
like that.
today. So
Not
when
at
you
all.
go from that moment, right? Ah, man, I bet it felt amazing. I couldn't imagine, bro. That is one of the craziest situations I've ever fucking heard. And then securing the win like that, bro. What do you do right after that? Are you thinking like, yo, I'm doing this from now on, I need to find a gym? Or what was the second fight after that, bro?
Man, the first thing I did was told dude, let me get them 400. Let me get my money.
Yeah, let me get that money.
Let me get that money, man. And so he gave me that, and I went back home and told my mom about it, and we were sold from there. And so
Ah,
what
that's
happened
dope.
was that promoter was like, hey man, can I get all your information? Like, we want to bring you back. I want to sign you. I want you to fight. I want you to fight for me. And I was like, shoot, okay. And so, me, him, and my mom started having dealings. So
Bro,
that's how I went back. We knew we wanted to do it. We knew we were gonna do it.
what was your mom's reaction when you came home and told her and gave her like showed her the $400 and was like, this just happened today?
Yeah,
What was
yeah.
her
She's like, go
reaction?
put it up. She's like, go put it up in your room. And man, so my mom, she's always been my biggest. So my mom's always my biggest supporter. From little league playing
Yeah.
ball. Even if I'm fighting, she was big on everything. Like, longest, like, don't be a bully and don't start anything, but you always, help people in need. So, my mom would hear about me. Oh, Tanya, your Braxton got in a fight. BJ got in a fight. He just knocked out this guy. Just knocked out this kid. My mom would be like, well, that's how we rocking. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how did it start? You know what I mean? Like, my mom was a
Yeah.
dog, bro. That's just how she was. She was an athlete, former athlete herself. So she ran track and stuff like that. But yeah, my mom was a dog, bro. So she was excited, and she was always proud of me, happy, and she was my biggest fan of all time.
That's what's up, Brax. Do you have any
Yeah,
siblings too, bro?
yeah. I have a little sister that lives in New York, and I have a sister back home that's in Alabama.
So you're the
She's
only
actually,
boy.
you know what? She actually lives in Tallahassee right now.
Ah, what did I? Shout out
Yeah, she lives in
Tallahassee.
Yeah, Tallahassee. So she lives in Tallahassee right now. So
Man, that's fucking wild, bro. So how many amateur fights did you have total before you turned pro?
I was 12-2, 12-2,
Damn.
12-3 with 11 knockouts. So my
How
amateur
active were
losses
you?
was Dusty Rhodes, not Dusty Rhodes. What the hell? What was his name? He was Dusty Rhodes' nephew. What was that guy from Florence, Alabama? They call him the Deuce. Can't remember his name, bro. I lost the
Yeah,
armbar to him. Kind of panicked, lost the armbar. I lost the title fight to Walt Harris, UFC vet. I know you know who that is.
that's
He's from
crazy.
Alabama as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I lost a guy named Robert. I think Robert Fortenberry before. So I was 12-3 with 11 knockouts.
What were you even at a gym or were you just doing this all by yourself at 12-3?
Yeah, I was doing it by myself, bro. I've
What
been
the
doing yeah
fuck?
I've been doing this thing by myself, man. A lot of people when I tell them that, bro, I don't really like to talk about um, uh, uh, the self training and it's just me. But when I get asked and I gotta be honest about the shit, I gotta be really honest about it. And I'm telling people all the time, man, go find a gym. But I've been doing this by myself, bro. And it started because I didn't have anywhere to go. If I had American Top Team or if I had Extreme Couture to do it back in Alabama, that's what I would have done that. It ain't like
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
I got crazy 5-star gyms and I'm like, nah, I'm doing my own thing. Like that's what people think, and they kind of think I'm cocky or whatever. Or when I tell them the situation about, they think I'm getting off the couch. I'm just sitting on the couch eating potato chips, and I decide,
Yeah.
hey, let me fight this weekend. Like, nah, it's not that. I respect the game. I respect myself, and I would never put myself in a situation to be hurt like that. I'm training. I'm going through regimens and doing different things that I think preparing me and getting me in the best shape for a fight. But in reality, and realistic, everybody on paper you see they're better than me on paper because they have it all. They have everything. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be better on me. You're supposed to be better. You don't see fighters bringing their best friends that don't know shit about fighting to corner them, bro. And that's what I was doing. So
Bro, I swear to God, I feel you. My first two fights, I literally was doing the same shit. Me and my friends would meet up at the park. I literally found a coach that was doing mid sessions in Houston in the park, and I would just train with him. We took two little smoker fights. But with you doing 15 amateur fights like that, what was your regimen like, and who would you train with?
So I had a friend of mine I would train with a little bit named Fred Jones. He was really a football player. He only had like one amateur fight. I trained with a guy named Tony. He had a few amateur fights. I didn't have any heavyweights to really train with until I was about 6-1. Then I started training with a guy named Gerald Colbert, who was a wrestler that I went to high school with, and I started training with a heavyweight named Heath Garrett out of Cordova. So we had a little we formed a little 3-man team, and it was called Homicide MMA. And so we would just train each other at this gym at this ab adduction room in the fitness factory, bro. They had mats, and we would just do. I'm telling you, bro. Like it's crazy how the sport of how it's evolved and where it is now, and like where we started, like where I started, bro. It's insane. I can remember my first amateur fight to my last amateur fight to my first pro fight to my last pro fight. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. But I've been solo dolo, man, and I had a few people along the way that really cared about Brax, bro, and helped me in certain areas I needed help, where the sponsorship, money, a meal sponsorship. Like I had people that was
That's
helping,
huge. That's
so
huge,
that was
bro.
that was cool. But as far as the training, bro, it's just been me up till now.
Bro, that's massive, bro, that you even have people that support you like that, though, in them ways. Because people have no idea, man. I know you're not cutting weight as a heavyweight, but you still got to have the proper nutrition for everything, bro, in the sessions you're putting your body through. Was it hard for you to
Yeah,
go
you
from
do.
football to MMA?
No, it wasn't hard, man. And I actually do got to cut weight, but after this fight, I'll never have to cut weight to make heavyweight again. So
Oh,
I
damn.
do have to cut. Yeah, I have. So I was 300 pounds a few months ago. Now I'm down to 262. So I
Oh,
had to cut some
damn.
weight, bro. Yeah. So I'll walk around like I'm dropping to like 240, 245, and I'll
Hmm.
stay there. I'll stay there, man. But it wasn't hard to make that transition, man. Because like I said, I grew up street fighting, so I came from a bad area in Alabama to where I had a lot of older cousins and friends. Like
That
like
helps.
pushing us to fight. You know what I mean? Like, so if you were
Yeah.
from this side of the town or you were from this neighborhood, you know, we fought, man. And I was out there, getting it with no gloves, against grown men. And I was like 14 years old, bro, 15 years old, 16 years old. And I'm fighting guys that are 22, 25, 28 years old. So it wasn't. I've always been a fighter. And Bruce, I've always looked up to Bruce Lee, so I've always wanted to be that guy. Football was something I did because I was really great at it. My dad played, pro ball and stuff like that for NFL. So I was just kind of one of those guys that was
Oh,
like,
damn.
football wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I always
Yeah.
knew football wasn't for me, but I was so good at football, man. Like everybody was like, bro, play football. This is the way out. I didn't see it like that.
And you're
I
in
just know I didn't
Bama.
enjoy doing it. Yeah,
You're in
yeah,
Alabama too, bro. So that's like a religion down there. Especially at
yeah,
your size, man, the way you were moving. If you're not playing
yeah.
football, people are looking at you fucking crazy out there.
Crazy, bro. I used to come home and visit, man, and first thing they say, man, I remember, man, I thought this guy was going to the NFL, and I remember this guy used to,
Yeah, bro.
tote linebackers on his shoulders and run for 80 yards.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, how you doing, man? Like,
Yeah,
how you doing? I
exactly.
don't like,
Exactly.
I get it, small town, you know what I mean? Like football stores, I get it, man, but it's more than life than that. I'm more than that, and if I wanted to do that, try to do that NFL route, which I did a little bit later on when I first moved out of Austin. That's another story. But and I got pretty far on a pro level of playing football, but I tapped out again right when I was kind of on that cusp of CFL, NFL, and I quit again. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's football is just not for me.
Bro, and honestly, not to I'm glad you didn't go to the NFL, bro. Because I love watching your fights, man. And I can't, I swear to God,
Me
bro, I
too.
love watching your fights. I can't wait to see you in BKFC and see what poor souls got
Appreciate
to
it,
deal
bro.
with you in there, bro. Bare knuckles. But when you took your first pro fight, it was against Chase Sherman. Am I right?
It was against Chase Sherman.
So you fight Chase Sherman, you lose on that. But then, bro, you go on a 4-win streak, all first round KOs. When you were doing that, were you at a gym then, or what were you doing?
So when I went on that 5 fight win streak against after I lost to Chase Sherman in 2014, then I stopped and I started back in 2020, summer 2022. My daughter got me motivated to get back in there. I was in and out, so I was like I said, I was always on my own. So I was going into black sheep boxing here in Austin,
Oh,
buying gloves,
damn.
man, and I would go in there here and there. I kind of want to do my own personal thing, my own training sessions and stuff like that, like one on ones, but excuse me, I really wasn't at a gym, bro. I would go to San Antonio and Ohana a few times. I would come in there, I would do my thing in there. They kind of had their team. So for the most part, man, like I said, I was at a if you go back and watch this clip of me at Peak Fighting, my boy Louise from Peak Fighting, he came, shout out to Louise. He came and did his media thing on me, man, and he had me running through my neighborhood in Stone Oak, and he came to my gym, and I
Oh,
had to
that's
get permission
dope.
from Gold's Gym to ask because that was my gym. I didn't have an MMA
Oh,
gym. My
damn.
gym was Gold's Gym, so I had to get permission from Gold's Gym for him to come film. He was like, "Yeah, just don't get any of Gold's
Wow.
Gym stuff on the film." It was like, "Cool." So he had me
Yeah.
running on the treadmill, flipping tires, my
Wow.
normal regiment, like using a sledgehammer, hit the tire, and he had me on this beat up bag that had stuff in it and everything coming out of it. I got it on my IG, bro. It's a crazy clip, but it just goes back to show. It makes you humble. Go back to show like where I was and what I was doing when I was making that crazy run that I did when I won 5 in a row by all first round knockout.
And like you said, folks, if you're wondering where to find that video at, right there scrolling by, the beautiful monster underscore MMA. Give this man a like, follow, and cannot wait to watch what this man does. But back to your fights, bro. When you get the call from the UFC, or actually, how did you get the call from the UFC to debut against Parker Porter? And do you remember what the situation was like?
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like I had just finished fighting Jacory Savage. I had just finished defending my peak title. And
Nasty
I was getting,
knockout.
yeah,
Nasty.
appreciate it, bro. And I was getting ready to fight UFC vet Cody East, which is kind
Oh,
of a bad
damn.
blood thing. Yeah, I was getting ready to fight Cody East in Albuquerque,
Yeah.
New Mexico, his hometown, and I was getting ready to do that. So I was just kind of chilling, man, just wondering, like, damn, when was I going to get that call? And I was getting ready to go do cardio one day, and I got the call. Boom, it was my agent. He was on the phone with Mick Maynard. And he's like, hey, Braxton got somebody I want to talk to. It was McMahon right there, bro. And he's like, hey, you want to sign you to a 4-fight deal? So I remember just like it was yesterday. It was crazy, bro. Crazy, crazy feeling. So, yeah, I remember just like it was yesterday.
How did you get a manager? Like what did you do to get a manager, bro?
Man, I was going through a lot, dealing with a lot of managers, man, and just kind of trying to not really knowing the game, but I started learning the game as I was dealing with these managers.
They
Um,
bullshit.
yeah, bro.
They bullshit, bro.
You got look. I'm like for everybody out there watching that's an amateur fighter, even a pro fighter, older, younger, and you kind of having some stumbles in your career, man. Hey, if I can do it, anybody can. You do it by yourself. You really don't need nobody because I was with Jason House at Iridian, but I had already
Oh damn.
like Jason didn't do. I had already built that.
Yeah.
Built. You know what I'm saying? I had put the legwork down, put the work in. And Jason kind of finished off with the whispering in McMahon's ear because I think they're pretty cool. It's like, hey, bro, I got a heavyweight that's nice, and Mick was, oh yeah, we watched and we seen and we know what's going on. So, it's some good managers out there, but 90% of the game, maybe shit more than 90% of the game is trash, bro. You don't need no manager, man, until you get to one of those big promotions, or do yourself a favor and learn the game. You never need a manager. Like Lamar
Facts.
Jackson, his mom is his manager. His mom negotiates everything, his endorsements, all of that. So keep it in house, keep it family. Deal with a friend that you trust or brother, and you guys learn the game yourself. You don't need a manager.
Did you ever get to meet Mick, Hunter, Dana, or Sean, or any of them?
Yeah, I seen him at my fight, my weigh-ins. I didn't really hang around him too much. You didn't see him too much outside of the like they wasn't at the fighters hotel, how we were hanging around all the time and stuff like that. But I seen him at the venue, weigh-ins, and then see him on your weigh-ins, and I seen him again a fight night.
Because I was gonna ask, man, what are they like? Because we never really hear about them three. Like Dana, a lot. Everyone knows about him, but you never hear no one talk about Mick, Sean, or Hunter really a lot. I hear a lot of good things when people do, but I just wanted
Yeah,
to know if you knew what they were like behind the scenes.
not too much, bro. Dudes, they're cool. Like everybody I
They
met,
seem like it.
UFC, yeah, Dana, Mick, Sean, Dana, all those guys, they were cool. Everybody was cool. It was a lifetime experience, man. I'm pretty sure I would have got on familiar basis with those guys if I could have like lived out and honored that 4-fight contract. You know what I mean? So unfortunate situation there, but at the end of the day, like I had nothing but respect and got treated with love when I was there. So all those guys are cool in my book.
Bro, can you kind of explain to me like what the fight week situation is like for the UFC? Like from Thursday, from when, or really from Friday, when you do the ceremonial weigh-ins, what's that like in the back? Kind of the behind the scenes of walking up on the scale. What do y'all do afterwards? What was fight day like for you? What's it like in the back before you walk out? If you could just kind of summarize that up for me, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of like any other regional promotional thing, but it's
Yeah,
just way more cameras. It's way more structured and organized, and you have all of these treats and all of this food and stuff. Like once you make weight, I mean, it's badass. It's badass. It's legit. Um, it's it's like I said, man. You'd have to experience it to really go through it. And fight week, of course, being there all week. Nice fighter hotel. I mean, they treat you well. I mean, we had a gym inside our hotel, like a Crunch Fitness. We also had a movie theater
damn.
up inside our hotel. So that same week, I watched. Probably I think like Wednesday night, I went to go see um, the George Foreman movie. It came out that same week. Yeah, so I went to go check. I
What
went to go check that
timing,
out.
bro?
Right? It was
That's
crazy.
insane.
I went to go check that out, bro. And I was still cutting weight, and I had a shit training camp, if you want to call it, for that fight. Normally, I'm on weight 2 weeks before a fight. I was still cutting weight that week of the fight, which is normal, but it just wasn't normal for me. I was normally always on it. So that's kind of like my routine. I'll watch a movie during fight week. Scream 6. I watched when I was fighting Jacori Savage the second time. After I weighed in, I went to the movies. So that's kind of my thing. But yeah, bro, you got all these fighters walking around and people you watch on pay-per-view, and you see all these faces. You just like, dang, it's cool. You're trying to keep it cool. I seen Korean Zombie walking around, who's one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah, let's go.
I never post anybody though. You know, I stay with my head, well, not my head down, my head high, with my headphones on, doing what I had to do. So it's cool, man. It's cool really seeing everybody, bro. It's dope. One of my favorite people there was, can't remember his name, but you remember the guy on Contender Series, the tall guy with the kind of like the bob cut that speaks all the languages. He kind of translates for.
Yes.
That dude cool. Shout out to him, bro.
Is it really?
Yeah, bro. Me and him we talk at the bar a few times, like all the food and stuff. Yeah, like he cool people. He cool people. So
where did you fight at?
My experience was
what city?
New Jersey.
Oh yeah, you were. You were on 286.
Yeah, 288. So, but we were staying in Morristown. It's like a suburb city outside of Newark. So, I fought UFC 288, Henry Cejudo, Aljamain Sterling.
That was on me, bro. I said 286.
No,
bro, and bro, I remember when I saw you walk out, I was like, I don't know who this dude is yet, but this dude's about to be a fucking force. But here's a lot of things, bro. People don't know about Parker Porter. This dude's experienced as fuck. This dude has been in the UFC for so long, bro. He's fought so many different types of athletes in the UFC, so many different type of heavyweights. He's seen so many looks. He's in the gym with different dudes. And for you to come up there like that, bro, for that dude to be your first fight and have to put you on a UFC card, because that card was hyped up, man. That was a good card.
Yeah.
And then,
nice card.
And then when you're walking out there, Brax, what's going through your head, bro? Like when you see the camera, they're giving you the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown, your music hits. What's going through your head, bro?
Bro, nothing, bro. It's like it's like a moment, bro. They said it would happen, like it could happen, bro. But I just kind of was like, I'm locked in, like I'm always locked in. It was like people who know me and been watching it, they kind of like, man, you look different. You know, you kind of didn't look like yourself. And for me, bro, like when I got out there and made that walk and got to the ring, I can't even remember being, Vaselined up. I can't remember being cup checked. I don't remember.
Damn.
That's crazy, bro. I don't remember only getting the ring. I remember getting in the ring because I remember seeing DC when I first walked in going to my side, but I don't remember.
Oh man.
I don't even remember like Bruce Buffer calling my name. Like I still haven't watched the Parker Porter video. I haven't watched the part. I'll probably watch it after my BKFC fight. But I haven't watched that fight yet. But I don't remember that, man. So that moment, it just kind of breaks down, let you know how crazy that moment is. You would absolutely have to experience that moment. I can't even explain it.
Bro, I couldn't imagine, bro. I literally couldn't imagine. In every amateur fight I've been in, it's been kind of surreal, but I can still kind of take back and remember certain parts here and there because it's less than 200 people there, bro. It's chill. It's super sanctioned. We're wearing shin guards. We're wearing puffier MMA gloves. For Muay Thai, we're wearing damn near 12-ounce gloves. So it kind of feels like you're sparring with a bunch of people watching. And that level, bro, you're fighting in front of fucking millions. You're literally at the NFL of MMA. Like the only reason we do this shit, the only reason we go through these amateur fights, we get our fucking nose broken training, all this bullshit we go through. And you're there, bro. You're at that moment. You're at that level. I couldn't imagine like just the nerves, bro. I've always thought about how y'all even keep y'all shit together when Bruce Buffer's announcing your name. Because, bro, I would be panicking. The cameras are this far from you. They're up in your face, following you everywhere you go, commissions down your ass. Like, it's crazy, bro. I couldn't imagine the amount of nerves you have going into that, Brax.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, bro. And I guess like Peak did when I fought at Peak. That's why I did my original thing, my original MMA thing. Besides that one fight at I think it was B2 when I fought Cody Beck. Peak they wouldn't sell out arenas, but they would have. Peak had a huge cage. Peak probably has the same size octagon as the UFC. I mean, it's fucking huge.
Damn.
So that helps prepare you. Also, Peak would order big venues, even though it wouldn't sell. Yeah, so I was kind of used to that.
Yeah.
Not like used to the space and the size, the people, and the smoke and all the media camera, that's a whole other ball game. But as far as the size of the venue and the cage, I was already used to.
Yeah, bro. And honestly, that's a great point. Because I'm fighting in hotel conference rooms and escapade fucking Mexican dance halls on Sunday when everyone's gone. You know what I'm saying? We're having barbecue grill chairs out in the front row. So, and if you sell, yeah, bro, if you sold 200 tickets that night, you were like, damn, it's a UFC event here. But
yeah, but watch when you get to a certain level, how those are going to be some of your favorite memories and what you remember so much
really,
about your career. Yeah, man. Once you get to another level, as you keep evolving and going to different bigger promotions, you're gonna remember those times. I promise you. You'll remember that little, and you'll tell stories. It's funny, it's hilarious, bro. But it's also, like you said, what we go through. You know what you go through. So you remember them dark times and in
bro,
them days when you wanted to like, damn, I want to throw it in, or like I don't want to do it. It's a whole nother perspective, bro. When you get to a certain level, you get to thinking back where you came from and how it started.
especially when you see your friends, bro. They got families now. They're making these jobs. They're working good jobs they've gotten out through their career, and you're still over here struggling, just trying to make it to the next paycheck so you can get more gear for your next fight or be able to buy food so you can cut weight correctly and eat healthy. But
Yeah, like
if people are wondering too, bro, why they haven't seen you in a while, I don't really want to like touch up on this because I know it's just probably like just a tough subject, bro. Because I was wondering too why we haven't seen you in so long and why you weren't in the UFC, and it's just because of some USADA issues. Is there any way, bro, you can kind of touch up on that? And super sorry to bring
yeah,
this up, bro. I'm just for the people who are wondering, like, why is he in the UFC right now?
yeah. So I really appreciate how you asked that question though, how you came at me. I really appreciate that. That's legendary. How you just I really appreciate that, bro. That's real.
Thank you, bro.
You're respectful on all levels, man. I'm over it now. It's water under the bridge. At first, it was real hard to deal with that. No lie to yourself and everybody who's watching. But yeah, man. This true story on my mother's grave. I don't have to lie about it. I won't lie about it. I never will lie. I'm honest. I've always been a freak athlete. I've always been a freak guy. I was the type of guy that was, tested. I mean, my mom was getting carded for my birth certificate every game.
I
Seventh grade,
bet.
eighth grade, little league. Like we need, like I'll have 200 yards rushing by halftime.
I
Hey,
bet.
we need to see his grade. But everybody in Bama, everybody back home in the South, they know Brax. So if you interview somebody in Bama, like bro, Brax been that way since he was 9 years old. That's Brax. They know me. They know
Freak
BK. That's
genetics.
B. Yeah, they
Yeah,
know about
freak.
my dad. My dad's 6'8", bro, a huge guy. But it was my mistake on the suspension. While I was released from the UFC, while I wasn't able to fight my remainder 3 fights. After that Savage fight, I took testosterone. Took two shots of testosterone. I was kind of having some man, I would say some not depression issues, but I kind of was.
Yeah,
I wasn't in a great headspace. I didn't have a lot of energy. I was kind of still trying to figure things out. I was wondering, like, would I sign to the UFC, PFL, one fight? Like, would anybody in the big leagues call? Am I doing
yeah,
everything right? So I kind of was in a space where I was like, I didn't really feel like doing anything but besides being a father, bro. Like, so I don't want to do anything.
yeah,
And a friend of mine was like, man, you may have low T. Like I got a bottle test. Try this out. I said, okay, cool. So I'm already, 2 injections in, and I'm going to do my cardio, and I get a call
mhm.
from House who has Mick Maynard on the phone, and it's Mick Maynard. They want to sign me. It's already in my system. Where I fucked up
Ah,
and made a mistake is what I should have done was I should have told Jason that, hey,
yeah,
bro, like I just took something not too long ago, and he would have been able to fix that and work around that. And I would have, and all I would have got, bro, they would have postponed everything for 6 months to let my
mhm.
system get clean. That was my mistake wasn't taking testosterone. If you're a man and you feel when you start feeling not like when you're not, and that has nothing to do with age, but
Yeah,
once it's certain things you eat, so how you treat your body, you like if you're not taking
stress.
care of yourself. I'm not saying I wasn't yet. You'll start not feeling like a man. You're gonna do everything in your power to get that feeling back. So I'm not sorry for taking testosterone. My mistake
Mm,
was that I didn't let my team at the time know that I had took testosterone before signing to the UFC, and that I needed is there any way I can go about getting this handled. That's where I made a mistake. So it's already in my system. It wasn't like I was this fucking, Ronnie Coleman of the
yeah,
MMA world. I know I look a certain way, and that's gonna always be off my head as I'm fighting. You're gonna have people that hate me. You're gonna have people that just don't like me. They're gonna say, "Oh, you're a cheat. Oh, the guys on this." Like, bro, like I'm taking drug tests. anywhere I can. Matter of fact, before I fight, I'm gonna take my own. I'm gonna take my own drug test. I don't have to do this. I don't owe,
Yeah.
I don't have to do this. All I owe my God, my family, my friends, and my fans, bro. Like I got real fans who's been here for me since the whole thing, and all they talk about and inbox me is when you coming back. We're excited to see you back. Hey, we always been here. I love them people for that. So this brutal knockout victory that I'm gonna have on the 6th, bro, it's for my fans too. Because they've been here, bro. They a lot of them been here rocking. A lot of them left. That's cool. But you always had it over your head. But that's cool. And like I said, I don't have to prove anything to anybody. But I will. I don't mind doing it. I got time today. Today I got time. You know what I mean? So I'll prove that. I'll take drug tests and my promotion. They'll have me. Certain commissions will want me tested because of the USADA thing as well. For being a guy that was failed a drug test. So that'll be up in there. But yeah, bro, that's the true story on what happened. If you go back and watch a few similar podcasts, my story never changed and it never will. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, I don't want anybody else coming up that could get in that type of situation. You can take anything from me, or you want to know my story, you can inbox me, and I can let you know what you shouldn't do. While you're on the regional scene, if you feel like you need that stuff, man, I would stay away from it in general. But if you're on a regional scene, you feel like you need that stuff, that would be the best time to do it. If you're gonna come over and right before you sign up to a big promotion, you want to come off all that stuff, come clean, let your team know what's going on, and give yourself 6 months to get clean and never touch it again. Do natural products, you know what I mean? So and just go from there. Vitor Belfort, man, he kind of screwed that up because for a lot of people that testosterone, because they did allow it in the UFC. They did allow it. They were letting you take testosterone, doctor prescribed testosterone if you prove you had low levels. But Vitor Belfort kind of messed it up for everybody. But people act like I took testosterone and it's the reason why I'm who I am and who you are. It's like, bro, it's testosterone. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You know what I mean? I'm not taking anything that's crazy that's giving me, and I lost the fight. You know what I mean? So and
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything that's making me superhuman and all this other stuff. All that stuff helps recovery and stuff like that, which I didn't need at the time because, like I said, I was in between fights. But yeah, man, just wrong place, wrong time, bad timing, bro. Really bad timing.
And bro, thank you so much for like understanding where I was coming from with that. Like I promise I'm not trying to bring that up in no bullshit way. Like
Yeah,
I
I know,
genuinely
bro.
I really appreciate that, bro. Because like I
Yeah,
said, I didn't even want to ask it, but I was like, I want to get into his BKFC. People are probably wondering, like, well, he only had one fight, and then what happened? So I just
right.
wanted to get that out there for you, bro. 100%, bro. Every time you said the story, it's been the exact same on every podcast, bro. And it's just one
Yeah.
of them fucking things, bro. Like you said, Vitor Belfort, if he doesn't do that shit, maybe testosterone isn't even a fucking big thing in the UFC, but
No,
some,
I don't think so. Yeah.
yeah. But
Oh
like I
yeah, and
said, bro,
shout out to the fans that were. I seen some comments, man. They were like, "Oh man, like why the UFC?" I could respond to all of that stuff, but why the UFC release after one fight, man? Like they should
that's
have
what I
gave the
was
guy a
wondering.
chance and this, and like let him get like so but they didn't know what was going on. It wasn't the
Let's
UFC, it
see.
was USADA. And with me being shelved for 2 years, the UFC, they actually kind of, did me a favor, because I'm able to sign with BKFC. So, and to be honest, I wouldn't want to sit on a UFC roster for 2 years and not fight if I have other opportunities that present themselves. So
And that's got to be good for you, bro, to let you know you were literally first fight of the night. You're on your prelims against Parker Porter, and people are still wondering, like, where is this dude? Why haven't we seen him again? What happened? So that's it's dope to know, bro, that people else besides me were doing that as well, bro. And
right.
also to kind of transition into your BKFC, because I had to have you on here for about 40 minutes. I appreciate you so much for your time today, bro. I'm gonna get
No
this
problem,
wrapped up
man.
here in a second. I appreciate you for real. If y'all haven't already,
No
y'all got to
problem.
be following this man. And if you ain't watching his fight, when's your BKFC debut?
It's December 6th,
December 6th, folks. I'll be
Atlanta,
tuned in.
Georgia.
I'll be tuned in for fucking damn sure. And that's amazing that they're fighting in Atlanta, Georgia, bro. It's close to Texas. You ain't got to do nothing extra for that. That's going to be smooth.
Close to Bama, man. So go out if y'all ain't got it, man. Go get the Zone app. We on the Zone, signed the 3-year deal, with the
Let's
Zone. So
go.
go get the BKFC, subscribe to BKFC, man. And yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a show for sure. I'm gonna
Bro,
put on. Yeah, y'all, they won't remember the last fighter, bro. You know, you don't even remember the last. It's man, I'm light years above, but and that comes with having a coach, man. You know, like if you see my last fight, everybody always remember the bad and the negative. Come with having a coach, and now having a coach and Dave Watson that sharpening everything up. He told me from jump, man. Like when you hit the mitts, bro, I've never felt anything. At least I've trained with some of the biggest guys in the world. I've never felt that kind of power. So now taking
Oh,
that kind of power in both hands, where you got them like Deontay Wilder just has a right hand.
yes.
I got KO power, and I want to test my power too against a lot of the great the punching power guys in the world. Just friendly competition, just to kind of see where I'm at on those some of those machines. But like Dave said, you have the power, athleticism, speed. Now let's put the technique and the knowledge behind knowing how to throw in punches and why you're doing what you're doing. And it's been a success so far. So you'll see a completely different fighter. And I think you guys will be excited. I think y'all will be happy.
Bro, I can't believe it's even a real thing because I don't know what heavyweight's gonna want to stand in front of you and take these fucking hammers, dog. How did you get into BKFC real quick, bro? And how did that happen?
Man, I was kind of like when I got suspended, I was always messing with the matchmaker Nate Shook. I was always inboxing him, I know he was like, man, I know he gets probably thousands of inboxes all the time, and I'm like, hey man, like, let me get going. He's like, bro, we can't do nothing with you, man, with the suspension.
Oh man.
And shout out to my boy Matt Rawson, man, out in
Hey,
California,
shout
bro.
out.
Yeah, he was the one that he paid that expensive fine, over
Oh
four
man,
thousand
that's
dollar fine.
cool,
Bro,
man.
yeah, sponsor, yeah, he paid it off, bro. And that when he paid
That's
it off,
cool.
and they got it. They checked and they was like, "Oh shit, Braxton, we can fight. We can work a little bit ways around it." So, I just kind of was on Nate Shook, and like he told me, "Man, we want to sign you bad. We get opportunity
I
and
bet.
sign you. We will sign you." And he
Yeah.
kept his word, and that's exactly what they did. They signed me, so I'm with official. On the watch list for a contender as a BKFC heavyweight. So I'm on the roster, man. And yeah, like I said, no disrespect, man, but yeah, I'm coming for a title fight 2025. I want that belt.
Bro, there's great fights for you, bro. You got Todd Duffy, Ben Rothwell, Lorenzo Hunt, Houston Alexander, Mick Terrell, Josh Copeland. I mean, there's
Man,
tons of fights for you, bro, out there.
it's a lot of
And it,
fights, man.
bro,
And,
a
and
lot
all
of
those and all
fights.
those guys and all those guys are great.
Great.
I watch those guys. I like those guys. I like big fans. They got a guy now. I don't even know his name, bro. I've been dreaming about fighting this guy for a title, man. And it may come. It may happen. I think he'll capture the title this year. I think he'll have it. And I'll have to go get it from him. But he's from Florida. He's a Cuban guy. He's five. Y'all go check him out, man. I can't think of his name, but he's 5-0, all five knockouts in BKFC, and he's nice.
Oh,
I mean,
heavyweight?
he's a heavyweight. He's about the same size. He's not as muscular as me. He don't hit as hard as me. I don't think either. But I know he doesn't. But he's a dog, bro. I mean, he comes in low. He comes. I mean, he's nice, bro, and he's knocking like five knockouts in a row. And he's undefeated. So hopefully, me and him will get a chance to run it.
Bro, I can't wait for anybody you fight in there, bro. Another question I want to ask too, going into BKFC, do you prefer the training just boxing over doing all the MMA training?
Yeah, yeah. But
I
I'll say this,
bet.
bro. I'll say this though. Boxing training, correct and proper box. I got an old school coach from Cali, man, that's been around this game, his whole life. So he wants to do everything. He's one of those guys that he don't believe in the nutritionist and the strength conditioning program. He like, bro, he's like, bro, like Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Muhammad
Yeah.
Ali, Joe Frazier, those guys fought, 15 rounds. They didn't have no strength conditioning coach, and they didn't have all of this fancy type of like. Somebody asked me about I guess it's the Cobra bag that Ryan Garcia
Yeah.
used.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, my
Yeah.
coach would be like, man, you don't get that shit out. Like, bro, we need 2 or 3 bags to get it done at mitts. That's all we need. We don't need no
Yeah.
strength conditioning coach and all that. So he's one of those guys. But learning it from him and learning the right way, the sweet science. Boxing is the hardest sport in the world for
Oh
me.
my God.
It is hard, and it doesn't fare well with you when you have a lot of muscle either. So I'm able to I'm trying to like harness all of that while staying loose and get small and stay on the back foot with also having a lot of muscle as well. So that's some things we're working on too. But you know, it's like my coach, like, damn, bro, it's like you're a freak of nature. Like I'm not understanding how you're able to do this, do that. But you know, it's something like my traps sitting up here, and it's like, you know,
Bro.
when I first started, I was just like, you know, and he was like, hey,
Yeah.
relax, get loose, you know, like let it flow, man, move, get a rhythm. You know, watch Joe. He had me watching Smoking Joe Frazier. You know how he's moving, Marvin
Woo.
Hagler, like how those guys is. It's a rhythm. They're moving, they're loose, they're bobbing. And he's right. You know, my start, I was a stalker. You know, I'm always been a killer. But you know, my fight style was like Michael Myers, bro. Like I'm
Yeah.
coming straight down stalking. And if you're in a straight line and you don't know how to, like, before I start trying, you don't know how to move and get out of the
Oh,
way and get out of punches and see stuff and understand that, hey, if I stand still or if I trade back with him or if I stay in a straight line going forward and back, like he's going to end the night quick. He's going to knock me out. So a guy that, like with Parker Porter, he understood having a guy up in his camp that was kind of twitchy like myself and was a powerful guy. He was able. He knew that, hey, I can't just stay on a straight line with this guy. You know, let's move around. Let's move. Let's move. Let's get him tired, and we got the fight. But I'm already 8 months ago. I've been in bed. I was in better shape than I was in my UFC debut. I will not get tired December 6th and never get tired again.
mhm.
So for all the opponents that's looking forward to me getting tired and wearing out because of the muscle, it ain't happening.
You
It
better
ain't
fucking be
happening.
prepared. You better be prepared to fucking say your goodbyes to your family the night before, folks. One quick question, bro. I gotta ask too about BKFC. How do you feel about the toe the line and being this far from your opponent as soon as the fight starts, rather than being, are you ready? Are you ready? And at least 10, 15 feet away.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to that. I was actually in my head doing a total line thing in the bathroom not too long ago in the gym, but I'm looking forward to it, bro. Like me personally, if I'm facing a guy who punches hard, and I kind of got I got a game plan, I can just bag up. I can toe the
Facts.
line, and I can bag up, get out of there. I'll never be one of those guys that toe the line and just blitz like that. That you'll never see me. I'm always a patient and calm guy. So, and once I know I got you hurt, or I'm kind of, and if you're in my game and you're going by my rhythm, like kind of like a cobra, King, you know, if I can get you
Oh,
hypnotized
bro.
like a cobra, okay,
Bro.
now I got him going forward. So yeah, the total line is cool. I like it, man. It's interesting. I can't wait to do it. But yeah, I'll never blitz off and do that. So
And last question involving BKFC, brother. And I know you got to get going. Do you prefer fighting in that little circle, or does that even really matter to you? Because there's no running in BKFC. I'm not running, but there's no like footwork is
yeah, I know what you
important,
mean.
bro. But damn, it ain't gonna do you that much in that little tiny arena.
Yeah, bro. You gotta really, if you're one of those guys that you're a mover, you gotta, man, you out of luck. Me personally, I'm not big on movement. My coach likes me to not move a lot, but move more than I've been moving. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter to me if you're bigger than me, which guys will be bigger than me, especially with me cutting weight. I don't mind that. So if you're pressing forward, be careful. You know what I'm saying? So you know if you in range where I can hit you, you like that. You also got to they got to be careful as well. You know what I mean? So if you're
Yeah.
putting all this pressure on me, like, oh, Braxton's a smaller heavyweight, we just gonna overwhelm him with size. That ain't gonna work because I hit hard with both hands and I hit harder than you. So if you want to try to use your size, it ain't gonna work for you. You know what I mean? Like it ain't MMA where you can lay on somebody and even if you could, like I'm strong enough to hold my own, but so I don't mind that
I
that I'm
bet.
smaller. I don't. Yeah, I don't mind that it's smaller, bro.
Yeah.
I don't mind at all. Yeah.
Bro, I appreciate you so much for your time, bro. I got two non-MMA questions to get you out of here with, bro. Just to try to chill the vibes out on what all we've been talking about. And bro, I just appreciate you again so much coming on, bro. Just being open about everything, telling me your
No
story, and
problem, brother.
just let me get an hour of your time, even though I went 30 minutes over or what I told you. But
It's cool.
two questions for you, brother. What so far has been your favorite walkout song since you've been fighting?
Dang.
Just one that you're like, bro, I come out to this hoe probably every single time.
Man, that Goldberg theme song was crazy. I would probably I would probably say that that Creed version of DNA by Kendrick Lamar, the movie trailer
Yeah.
version of DNA. That came
Damn.
out to that one when I fought Savage the first time, and that was live, bro. Yeah, that would be number one for me.
And then, if the world's ending, zombie apocalypse, you gotta have 3 people with you. Not in the UFC, nobody famous, family or friends that you know. What 3 people are you bringing with you to the zombie apocalypse, bro? And we'll get you out of here on that, Brax.
Including family?
No, it's got to be only friends and family.
Okay.
No UFC fighter, no celebrity.
Friends
and family, people you train with. It's always an interesting question, just kind of see who the 3 people that you know are down to get down with you.
Oh snap! If that's the question, then I gotta take my fiance Martina and my youngest Penelope. Yeah, I got to, bro. I gotta make
sure.
Respect.
I
gotta make sure. I gotta watch them, bro. I gotta
respect.
do that. You know what I mean? Now, if you ask me, if they're put away, they're safe in the bunker, and who I gotta go out and scavenge food with.
People
you go scavenge food with when you got to get out here and get it. That's a different question. I have to pick some guys that I know that you go. So a zombie apocalypse, you got to be around some people that ain't shiesty and shady, and some motherfuckers that's gonna have your back and that ain't scared.
Great point, bro.
Because in a zombie apocalypse, bro, like, and you got, you know what I'm saying? We kind of like living it for real out here. This world's crazy, but like really living it like that. Like, you can't be in no camp or no group with no shady or no shady people, man. Nobody that's hateful and nobody that's jealous, bro. Nah, you gotta.
Nah, that's a great way to look at it, bro. I never thought about it like that. You've given me a different perspective on that last question for sure, bro. I appreciate you, Brax, for coming on, man. You're the man, bro. People, if you wonder where to find this man at, it's about to scroll by here in a second. Give my man a follow. Braxton, the beautiful monster Smith. This is the man. I cannot wait for December 6th in Atlanta, Georgia. BKFC. There will be violence. There will be a dead body on the ground, and it will not be Braxton's. Thank y'all so much for coming out today. Support the channel. Support this man right here. And, brother, I'd love to have you on after your fight and just get your perspective of your debut in BKFC.
Absolutely, bro. I appreciate you having me on, brother.
You're the man, Brax. Thank you so much. Nothing but blessings. Looking forward, brother.
Looking forward to it, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.